Finally, you also need to steer automation and to have confidence that it's doing what you want it to do. For example, you've told us that you want transparency into automated campaigns.
Hey there, everybody. I'm live streaming the Google marketing event for 2021, so let's take a look.
And which audiences your assets are most resonating.
Here we are.
This visibility enables you to take control of what needs your attention.
So they did a lot on
You want to trust
privacy
automation to do the right things for your campaigns.
thus far,
Communicating the right information to Google
and
Ads
to me
is
it kind
the
of
best
seems
way
like
to do that.
they're
This
also
starts
being
with
nice
the
with
quality
Apple
of your leads
by doing
or
that.
sales, including sales that can happen offline. You can tell the system when a period of time shouldn't be part of your conversion history for whatever reason, other than control of your brand, like the ability to pin your headlines or descriptions in responsive search ads. Even negative keywords exist for you to tell us what searches you don't want to appear on. Automation is built with you in mind and updated continuously to improve your performance.
I mean, I know
Your
they do
marketing
it. It's just
expertise
kind of
combined
annoying.
with the power of Google's machine learning
Not a
can
fan
change
of
the
all
course of your
automation,
business and
ironically.
supercharge your recovery to be ready for what's next.
I know there's a lot of automation that goes on that just happens.
We
Manual
look forward
or
to
bidding
building
is one
for
of
the
them.
future of your business and our industry together. What does that look like? Consider the new technologies being developed in the privacy sandbox.
Privacy sandbox.
Base your measurement and audience strategies on
Float.
consented first-party data. Achieve your potential as quickly and efficiently as possible with automation. Please keep giving us your insights and feedback, and we'll do the same. For example, you'll soon see tailored insights and guidance specific to your account in Google Ads directly.
Oh, wow.
And thank you again to everyone tuning into this live stream from the Google Ads app.
You're welcome.
Starting today, you can look for in-stream education content to help you learn about the features you're using right while you're using
Google
them.
Analytics already kind
We
of
look
does
forward
this
to
as
partnering
insights.
with your businesses to both drive results, even through continued uncertainty, and to build long-term resilience. This is a period
Got a
of
Bill Nye
immense
vibe going on
transformation,
here.
both for digital marketing and for privacy overall. We found a way to thrive after the big shifts triggered by broadband and mobile. Let's do it again.
Yeah, the
There's
pandemic was
tremendous
another one they
opportunity
mentioned.
ahead of us. We're here to help you succeed,
mobile,
and we look
broadband,
forward
and
to a
pandemic.
brighter future together.
Ones that kind of changed everything, which they did. A lot happened, obviously, with advertising and Google
We've
having
all
record
seen
profits,
firsthand
as all
how
of
the
the
past
tech
year has
companies
sped
did.
the shift to online shopping. In every order of groceries or hunt for that at-home
Commerce.
well, everything.
So now
Our
they're
Google
doing
data reflects
commerce
that.
stuff.
In the fourth quarter of 2020, the year-over-year growth rate in retail searches was more than 3 times the rate we had seen in the same period in 2019. Driven in part by COVID. People shop across Google billions of times each day.
3
For
times.
everything from fitness equipment to outdoor furniture. While we've been working toward omni-channel experiences for
2019.
years, the pandemic threw into stark relief the fact that consumer needs and expectations change in a flash. And the
Yeah,
right channel is the one that works for
guess
the
so.
customer. It goes beyond visiting websites over storefronts. Curbside pickup searches spiked 3,000% year over year at the
Wow.
beginning of the pandemic.
3,000%.
Websites are joining forces with
Nobody did
storefronts.
curbside before the pandemic.
People even tune into
Nobody.
YouTube to help them decide what to buy.
So
70% of shoppers surveyed
that would be
said they
like
bought from a
0
brand
to
after seeing
3.
it on YouTube.
Or is it
Our
30?
shopping habits are changing.
3 is
At the
300%.
core of it all is
So it'd be
choice.
30. 0 to
Shoppers
30
increasingly
people.
want more options.
Big curbside.
Online, people can discover new brands and decide on the best choice, all in a couple of clicks. The surge in e-commerce brings undeniable opportunities, but the changing, unpredictable needs of shoppers present challenges for businesses to connect. Think of Google as the connector between you and your evolving customer base. We can take those
They want
billions
it
of
to
shopping
be.
sessions and turn them into real chances for you to meet your customers and their
Shopify
needs.
is big. A lot of customers
Shoppers
use
want
Shopify.
choice, but
for
they
this.
also need help finding what they're
for
looking for.
shopping and,
We can help them
their
by helping
websites.
businesses stand out and tell their stories.
and Shopify's
That's why
powerful,
we've
for sure.
continued to invest in and build towards an open ecosystem where all merchants can succeed, from the world's largest retailers to the mom and pop shop down your street.
There you go.
Last year
Mom
alone,
and pop.
our merchant community grew over 80%, with significant growth in small
80%.
and medium-sized
Nice.
businesses. And
That's
that's
good.
just the beginning. We're excited to be partnering closely
Yeah,
with Shopify
businesses
to make
are
it easier for
finally
all
getting
merchants to
online.
get discovered across Google surfaces. helping them meet shoppers in the right decision-making moments across their journey. To make this possible, we're launching a seamless integration between
Good.
Google and Shopify,
Let's do
which
it.
simplifies getting product inventory live, as well as enables Shop Pay for Shopify merchants as a payment option across Google surfaces.
Good. That's awesome.
I want to welcome Harley from Shopify to share
Shop
more
Pay.
about our work together to
Fascinating.
ensure more merchants can get discovered on
Yeah, paying on Google is great, but there's
you,
some
Bill.
limitations
Like
with
you
the ad
said,
space
we are
for that
building
in
a
small
version of
businesses
commerce
for sure,
where
like
all
with
merchants
tax
can
stuff
succeed.
and stuff.
This means leveling the playing field and
you know.
giving every independent business the same opportunity to reach customers.
I think Shopify has a
Shopify
big
democratizes
independent
commerce
business
for independent
spot.
businesses and entrepreneurs. In the same way, Google has democratized access to information. Most recently, we extended our collaboration by making the onboarding frictionless and faster for merchants. And now we're looking towards what's next, helping merchants get discovered across Google while enabling the best commerce experience for both users and merchants. Today, we're announcing that we're bringing Shop Pay, one of the fastest and most secure checkouts on the
Shop
internet,
Pay?
to anyone buying from
Shop Pay.
Shopify merchants on Google. Last year, customers placed more than 137 million orders on Shop Pay. Merchants love Shop Pay too, because its conversion rate is almost twice as high as a typical checkout. And now, even more merchants and their customers can experience the combined magic of Shopify and Google.
It's great.
Merchants like Anna, the founder of Xena Workwear.
Shopify is good. I mean, I wish more businesses
Working
would
as an
use it
engineer in
many ways.
manufacturing, I was frustrated with my bulky safety boots. They were designed for
Yes.
men and made it impossible to feel confident.
I agree.
I founded
I
Xena
also didn't
Workwear
like
to
that.
develop
I found
stylish
some-
safety shoes and
Those are
functional
cool.
apparel that
That's so great.
empower women in demanding industries.
I want stylish
Creating a
safety
store
shoes.
on Shopify really helped me connect directly with our customers and hear their honest
I
feedback.
have Skechers
Since
safety
our
boots,
target
steel
audience
toe.
is very niche,
And they're cool.
we had
They're
to
like
be
tennis
smart
shoes.
with marketing spend.
They're
Google's
okay.
shopping
They're not
campaigns
that
were
cool,
just
but
perfect. They allowed us to visually show our beautiful products to women who are ready to buy.
wow, that's so cool.
Google's integration with Shopify
Those are
made
shop
it really
shoes? That's
easy
awesome.
to get started. Just a few clicks were needed to install the Google channel, sync our product feed, and go live.
Very cool.
Shopping campaigns have been very successful. Ads delivered up to 8 times the return on investment,
Shopping
and more
campaigns
than
are
90%
great. I
of
agree.
sales
Yes, 8
came
times
from
return.
new customers who have never
If you
heard
have
of
the
us
budget,
before.
that's what you got to do, man.
I'm really
I
excited
use
about
them
the
with my clients,
possibilities.
and they are awesome.
We will be scaling
shopping
our Google
campaigns.
investment to help more women
Yeah,
around the world
eight times
discover
return on
Xena
investment.
Workwear.
I mean, that's freaking sweet.
This is just
I
one
can
of
vouch
many
for that.
developments
In some
and how
cases,
we're building
yeah, it
for the
works.
future of shopping. 3 core principles are the foundation of our product development. First, crafting and sharing
First,
the open
appease
ecosystem.
Apple.
This means bringing the industry along with us with every new innovation so we can share our progress and remain the best possible partners to you. Second, knowing the shopper is always right.
Oh.
It may sound cliche, but it's endured for a reason. We strive to
I
help
guess.
you build
I mean,
the best
some
consumer
ways, sure.
experience from discovery to checkout. Finally, letting businesses focus
Okay.
on their business.
Yes.
We're always working to update and
what you gotta
distribute
do, man.
insights and trends.
Let them
and provide
do what they gotta
easy,
do.
seamless setup processes so you can focus on what matters.
Yes. Very
No
important
matter
for
where you are in
businesses
your
to focus
journey,
on what they do. They're
Google is
busy.
here to
They got
help
stuff
your
to
business
do.
be
And,
ready for whatever comes next.
yeah. Let businesses focus on what they're good at, and then
Today,
you do what you do.
shopping is something we are always doing, whether it's conscious or not. In line at the pharmacist scrolling through my Discover feed, I came across an Architectural Digest article on the best throw pillow brands.
There you go.
I subconsciously kept the list in my head until I was ready to dive deep into my options and ultimately buy the perfect pillows.
There you
And
go.
last weekend,
Perfect
when
pillows.
having the option of curbside pickup helped me find that last-minute birthday present.
That's funny.
These moments each require a distinct experience. I'm not just looking for product information. The type of info I need varies based on the product category, how I want to purchase it, and where I am in my decision.
Yeah, it's not just in your face. It
To
is
help
like
merchants
top
get
10
discovered in each
best
of these moments, we need to build
pillows, I guess.
curated, immersive
Something better, but
experiences
yeah.
tailored to shoppers' specific needs. We just shared that with product feeds on Discovery
pillows
ads
can be
and
tough to
video
find.
action campaigns, you can now highlight your most relevant products across Google and YouTube. There are more places than ever to get discovered. Year over year,
True.
searches for local businesses have grown by more than 80%, and searches for
Wow.
in stock
Yes.
have
They
grown
already said that,
globally
didn't
by
they?
over 800%.
They already said that. I
Last
thought.
year, we launched
8
new
times.
ways for you to show
808
customers
times,
which
same thing.
products are available in store and that you offer curbside pickup or in-store pickup, all in your business profile on search.
Yes.
For free.
Important.
With stores starting to open up, we're
There you
adding
go.
new ways for you to promote and highlight your in-store inventory through local inventory ads. You can now highlight products that are available for immediate store pickup, curbside pickup,
Curbside.
and those available to pick up later. We're also extending curbside pickup and in-store shopping labels to YouTube and Maps ads and letting you
Cool.
highlight in-store products
Maps
across
ads,
more
yeah.
platforms so you can reach customers wherever they shop.
Don't want to be too in their
These
face
days,
though.
shoppers seek value. Searches for a discount code have increased 50% since last year. And you've asked for more opportunities
Discount
to showcase
codes.
deals and
That's what
connect
people
with
want,
price-conscious shoppers. Later this
Discount
year,
codes.
we're launching our new deals results page on search and shopping. Shoppers can now easily discover the most popular deals for all their shopping needs throughout the year. These are just a few of the ways we're helping you connect with shoppers across their entire journey.
The online shopping experience is a bit of a contradiction. Shoppers want choice, but too much is also overwhelming. So it's important to build your brand and stand out.
This is true.
Help people
Do it now.
understand who
They're
you
trying
are,
to make it
what's your story,
so you do it now.
and why they should buy your products.
This is true.
That's why today we're excited to share how we're working on ways to help businesses enhance their brand presence across Google.
Oh,
71%
I could
of
rewind,
consumers
maybe.
prefer to buy from companies that align with their values.
There was some really
To help
interesting
shoppers
stuff
do
said
that,
over here.
we want to share information that speaks to your brand's identity. We started that work earlier this year,
Yeah.
indicating when a business identifies as a Black-owned business across Google Search and Maps. We'll expand these attributes on the Shopping tab to women-led and other e-commerce companies owned and led by underrepresented communities, enabling shoppers to buy from businesses and products they believe in. To keep those loyal customers
Cool.
engaged, we're launching a way to integrate your merchant loyalty program with Google. You can show your members their loyalty pricing and benefits and entice new people to join your program. While retail stores have been shuttered for much of 2020, people still want to be able to see a product in front of
Shop
them.
local.
Or
Shop
even
local.
see how it would look
That's the way
on
to do
them
it.
before purchasing.
Shop local,
Last
everyone.
year, we launched an augmented
Keep
reality
68
experience
cents of every
to
dollar in
help
the
people
community
see what
by
beauty
shopping local.
products like lipstick and eyeshadow would look on people with a range of skin tones.
Those are cool.
Or even
This is some
virtually
cool tech.
try it on yourself.
I like this.
We've been partnering with brands including L'Oreal, MAC Cosmetics, Black Opal, and Charlotte Tilbury to bring this to life. And soon
Okay.
we'll be adding foundation to the AR makeup kit and roll this out
Wow.
globally. We're also building out a new apparel experience to see how clothes fit on a
But you need
diverse set of
independent
people
brands
too.
to be in there too, man. Not just
Experiences such as
those
these
big
allow
guys.
brands to more personally engage and
everybody.
connect with a vast and diverse set of
a
shoppers
lot of
out
small
there and help them find the
shops, too.
right products for them. We also understand how important it is for you to share what makes your business special, to share your story.
True.
We're experimenting with new ways to surface videos, lifestyle imagery, and rich story formats, in addition to your products and prices on Google.
That's good.
Here's a sneak peek.
Oh boy, let's see.
It's all about helping consumers learn more about your brand and products, and how you can reach consumers in an engaging and personal way.
Awesome.
We want to give you the tools to curate how your brand appears to consumers and make it super easy to manage your content and products across Google products. More to come throughout the year, so stay tuned.
Huh. Very cool.
I'm Greg Ravel,
Interesting,
Chief Marketing
TikTok
Officer at
style of
Kohl's.
stuff.
Kohl's is a leading omnichannel retailer with more than 1,150 stores nationwide. With a bold
True.
vision to
Kohl's
be the most
retail.
trusted retailer of choice for the active and casual lifestyle, we offer our 65 million customers an accessible and aspirational brand portfolio, an industry-leading loyalty program,
Kohl's Cash.
and a seamless shopping experience across our stores and online.
Kohl's has been on an incredible journey these past few years, but 2020 was one of the most pivotal years in our history. As the COVID-19 pandemic escalated, we made the difficult decision to close our entire
that's
fleet
funny.
of
They have a
stores for
little
several weeks.
Survey
becoming a
right now.
completely
That's
digital
hilarious.
business
How
overnight.
satisfied? I'm satisfied.
In order to meet the needs of our
Yeah.
customers, our digital channels had to work harder, and we worked with our media partners, including Google, to help make that happen. With consumers staying home, the demand for much of our mainstay apparel shifted. So our in-house media team worked with Google to automate and optimize our investment seamlessly into trending categories like athleisure, wellness, and home office, pivoting with consumer needs. Our ability to learn and shift investments quickly helped our brand stand out, increasing our digital sales and attracting new customers. With these new customers
is
coming
kinda
to
boring.
Kohl's, we doubled down on our loyalty program.
I'm not.
Building on our
very
strength
excited
in
about
loyalty
this.
and value, we launched Kohl's Rewards,
It's Kohl's.
which is
It's a
rooted
giant
in our
company.
customer
I don't-
favorite.
I mean, I
Kohl's
do
Cash.
small businesses, so I
The
don't really
refresh
care about
simplifies
this
our rewards program, enriching it with personalized benefits, all focused on the Kohl's app. We believe Kohl's
It's money
Rewards
back.
represents the very latest thinking in retail loyalty. Simple, personalized, and rooted in a value proposition that is unique to Kohl's.
It's kind of boring.
Partners like Google have helped us
I
to
mean, I
drive
go to
with more
Kohl's, but
speed and agility,
I don't care.
enabling us to provide our 30 million loyalty members with benefits tailored to them.
Great.
2020 taught us that people rapidly change their purchasing behaviors to meet their current needs. We see this reflected on Google, where 15% of searches every day are brand new. We know that shopper insights are the lifeblood of your business and allow you to react quickly and make strategic decisions in real time. Google's unique understanding of what matters to consumers can enable your business for a digital transformation that drives results today while building long-term resilience and growth so you're ready for whatever comes next. Take LaFleur. During the pandemic, they leveraged Google's Insights page to monitor search queries. They noticed an uptick in searches for joggers and comfortable denim, so they renamed and refined relevant product descriptions in their line
so
to
bored.
match consumer demand. We're just getting started building better tools to deliver real-time, actionable insights that help you shop at the speed of culture.
The speed of culture.
To reach that speed,
Wow. That's-
understanding
how
the
fast is that?
efficiency of your marketing efforts
60 miles
is a
per
huge
hour.
advantage. Let's say you're checking a product's performance and notice it's gone up. This may seem like an area of value where you'd want to invest more marketing spend. But you also might wonder, is this product's performance really improving, or was it an overall shift in the market? Our new competitive visibility report brings insights beyond your own performance, so you can drill down into
It's all about
external
competitors.
factors
I
like
love
your
it when they
competitor
compare
landscape
competitor
and
stuff.
see how your share of voice compares
good.
to your competitors.
That's
From
helpful.
there, we present you with suggested actions. One of those might be to adjust pricing. Our recently launched Price
your
Competitiveness
pricing.
Report draws back the curtain on how other businesses are pricing similar products,
think people
showing
can
which
really do
prices
that
get
in
clicks,
businesses, though.
allowing you to be more competitive. We know that a tangible way of measuring value is through your conversions or products sold through Google. We're working on reporting that shows how your free listings are helping you drive more sales. By gleaning real-time signals from what shoppers are clicking on, how your competitors are pricing and performing, seasonality fluctuations, and more, Google has given you a leg up like we did with ASOS.
My name is Carolina Vicente, and I'm the Director of Media Investment at ASOS. ASOS's purpose is to give people the confidence to be whoever they want to be. We believe fashion thrives on individuality, and it should be fun for everyone. But last year with the pandemic, people's lives changed dramatically, and the role of fashion in their lives changed with it. This meant that we needed to adapt quickly to meet the changing needs of our customers. ASOS teamed up with Google to better understand how consumer needs were shifting. We used search to predict shopping trends by identifying the fastest rising and falling apparel categories. What we saw was a shift from occasion wear to casual wear, which let us know we needed to bring things like sweatshirts and loungewear to the forefront.
Yes, you did.
These insights,
you do.
coupled with Google's machine learning and automation, helped us scale our reach to the right customers across the globe. For example, we use the smart bidding and targeting capability of video action campaigns and discovery campaigns to reach new customers and re-engage our existing customers with content around what we knew shoppers were looking for across Google surfaces. As a result, we achieved double-digit conversion increases. While we don't always know what the future will bring, having a partner like Google makes us more confident that we'll have the insights and the tools to respond to our customers' needs and can continue to make fashion fun for everyone.
As Jerry mentioned, trust is key to customer relationships in a cookie-free future.
Cookie-free.
We can create great, privacy-safe experiences for people while helping your business reach shoppers and achieve your goals. For us, it's about investing in practices that ensure a safe shopping experience, which is why we have policies against selling products that enable violence.
Yeah, don't do
We
that.
also want to ensure shoppers are kept safe while browsing or buying online, so we take into account secure checkout flows and clear return policies. When shopping on Google and with you, customers know they're going to have a high-quality, safe experience. We also know policies can cause friction and frustration in your experience.
Thanks everyone for watching. This is the Google Live marketing event. I appreciate you, and let's check out the marketing event so far. It was really good in the beginning. It's kind of meh right now, but let's check it out.
Google Surface. Whether they visit your e-commerce site, buy on Google, or visit your store down the street, shoppers get to see everything you have to offer in one place to pick the buying option that makes most sense for them. We're currently testing this experience on Search and the Shopping tab, and plan to bring them to additional surfaces like YouTube and Images later this year.
Okay, YouTube and Images.
And if you're anything like me, I put products I'm shopping for in carts and end up with a ton of open tabs that are hard to keep track of.
This is true.
Now, you'll be able to see your open carts in one place when you open a new tab in Chrome, plus any discounts the retailer may be offering. And more, we're happy to announce that merchants on WooCommerce,
I don't know, usually I buy stuff when I just
and
see
Square
it, but
will soon have access to the same 10-minute integration to get on Google to sell for free, helping even more businesses get started and reach more customers.
The problem is that
these are just some of the exciting innovations my team has planned for
small
2021.
businesses.
We're excited to partner with you on this journey.
So yeah, there's just some issues with small
Our
businesses
goal at
that I've
Google
seen with
is to help
the
shoppers
Google
find
Pay
what they're after
because they
and let
take
businesses
control
thrive
of the
by connecting
transaction
the
more.
two. To achieve
not
that,
always the
we're
best.
focused on 4 things. Building an open ecosystem where merchants of all sizes can grow their business. Helping you reach shoppers at the right decision-making moments across their journey. Building experiences that let you tell your brand story and gain fans who will come back to share in it again and again. And helping businesses like yours take real-time action on consumer insights. From shopping to advertising to measurement, all of us at Google are building toward a future with privacy-safe technologies designed to deliver results.
Privacy
And
safe,
hopefully,
all about the
after hearing about our plans,
Apple
you're
changes
ready
and
to market for
everything.
today
Really
while
hitting these
preparing for
privacy
tomorrow.
issues now.
Thanks for joining us. We look forward to charting a course forward together with you.
You are welcome.
Hello, I'm Alan Tigerson, President for the Americas at Google, and I hope you've been enjoying the incredible program we put together.
Yes, it's been...
You just heard about how our products and features can help you be ready for what's next.
Yeah.
And in just a minute, we're going to open things up for a conversation with digital leaders who are doing just that. But first, I want to point out that this year, we've made it easier than ever for you to choose an experience tailored to your interests, your needs, and your reality.
Reality?
That's exactly what many of you have done for your customers every day over the last 15 months. It's what we do as marketers. And it's never been more important because the world has shifted under our feet since March of 2020.
Yes.
We're still in a period of
This is true.
uncertainty, and it's going to continue for some time.
It's
So
better,
that
though.
poses a fundamental
better.
challenge to every marketer.
For small businesses,
How can we
opening
drive
up
results
and
for
stuff.
today and build resilience for tomorrow, when tomorrow is harder to predict than it's ever been? If you take just one thing away from our
I
program
guess in
today,
some
I
ways.
hope it's this.
I don't know.
You don't have to choose between solving for the success of your business today or for success over the long term.
No, first-party
Because
content.
the things that best position you for
First-party
success
data.
today are the very same things that will set your
Long-term,
business up
foundational,
for success
yes.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
It starts with being privacy safe.
Privacy safe,
Because
yeah.
protecting consumer privacy
They're
is how
trying
we
to
earn
push
the right to be
foundational
invited into their lives.
methods.
Once
White
we've
hat,
earned
white
that
hat
privilege,
stuff.
we have to respect
First
their
party
time.
data, consent.
We can do that by being
all this
insights
stuff.
led, by demonstrating every single time we interact with people that we understand and can help meet their needs.
Okay.
The key to understanding those needs is found in consumer behavior that's changing faster than it ever has before.
Well, yeah, because we have
And
the
to
data
pivot
now.
at the speed of consumers
People are actually
in real
going
time
online.
and at scale, you have to be agile in the way that only automation
This
can
is
enable.
like the future of web.
That
People
kind of
actually have
agility
discovered it.
is
We've
only
got another
possible
wave of
if your
things
business is
happening.
data-driven,
In a
so
good
you
way.
can see and measure what's happening across your business.
Data. You need to measure
And
data.
lastly,
you get more data
building
now.
a team that's digitally adept with the right
True.
skill sets and capabilities
Of course.
is the single best way to drive results today and to future-proof your business.
Sure.
The
Good team.
news
It's
is you
always
don't have
important.
to take the 5 steps I've just outlined all at once.
So simple. 5-step
Because the
program.
kind of digital transformation I'm describing doesn't have to be a big, expensive project. It can and should be an organic, value-adding process. It's a process you can undertake and start to see real results almost immediately while building the kind of resilience
See these
your
results.
business needs to succeed
Real
over
results.
the long haul. So to dive deeper into this, I'm going to ask an expert in transformational change
Oh my
to
gosh.
join me to talk about
That
how
sounds
he's
weird.
partnering with Google to help Ford be ready for the car buyer of tomorrow. Later, my colleague Celine Song will be joined by Elf Beauty's CMO and Keys Soul Care president, Corey Machisoto, and Alicia Keys, award-winning music artist, author, and founder of Keys Soul Care. They'll discuss how brands can leverage innovation and creativity
Okay.
to drive growth in the face of challenges and uncertainty. Hi, Jim. Thanks for joining us. Now, there's really no better person to talk about modernizing business and profound transformation than you. So let's get right into it. Business transformation has been a buzzword for years now, but last year's events really accelerated the urgency around agility and transformation. Now, you've been an auto industry transformation advocate for years. Why has it been such an important priority for you?
I think now the transformation, Alan, is a basic requirement for the going concern of an enterprise like Ford. It's only recently become clear that survival for a company like Ford requires transformation. Transformation here really means modernizing, but also disrupting our operations.
I mean, there's clearly not a one-size-fits-all approach to transformation. As a Fortune 10 company, what does transformation at Ford look like? You talk to us about any unique challenges or opportunities that you have run into.
I don't know.
as
These
a brand
businesses
with
are so big. It's like
190,000
kind of
employees and offices in
Who cares? It's so
125 countries
big.
around the world.
It's such a big
I'd
company.
say universal
I care about
to the
small
industry
businesses.
is
Why are they
the
talking
move to a
about this?
digital product, including electrification, is a huge change. The modernization of our company
Do they
is to
just
move
like
to an
basically want Ford to, you know, say that they're doing a better job or something by having Ford there? I don't understand.
To do that, we need to vertically integrate a lot of know-how that we've never had to do for 100 years.
Yeah.
We never really thought of always on, digital, software-enabled services, using the data off the vehicle for a quality loop. All that is really new. What's unique to Ford and our transformation is really our commercial vehicle lineup, our passion products. You know, we're the kind of company that can do Broncos and Super Duties and Mustangs, even electric ones, and they'll feel really different than our competitors. So we need to lean into those real passion products. And the last one is going to per mile basis, which is really also different. It's kind of the ultimate disruption. And it really disrupts Henry's original idea of personal ownership of a vehicle. We have to execute in a way that others haven't so far. I would say the last two are really unique to Ford.
In February, you announced a strategic partnership with Google to elevate the automotive industry and to
I think maybe their brand should talk more about Ford and just more about their history in some ways than the future. I mean, I get the future, but Tesla's like the future. They have that covered, so maybe they should lean into the past in some way.
That would be super competitive for customers, better than what we do today.
Make a EV 1967 Mustang, and everyone will buy it. Why don't they just make a 1967 Mustang Redux that's not new looking but old looking, that's EV, and make it cost like $25,000? Then every single person will buy it and they'll be the #1 car company in the world. I just fixed their problem. Solved.
What do you see as the role marketing can play to deliver against your goals of delivering a superior customer experience and deepening customer loyalty? What would transformation
I solved it. They need to make smaller convertibles or smaller cars. They're so big. Look how big that is. That's as big as you can be. Can't there be a market for like smaller cars too? Why is everything so big? Even the two-door is big. I miss like smaller cars.
Model that's available because of this digital relationship with the customer, because the product is
Old Corvettes and old Mustangs were like tiny.
Now, transformation is an ongoing process. Where do you see Ford taking it next?
Well, as I said, we're just beginning.
They'll make a 12-door Ford F350, F-150.
And that's going to be a big change for us. Probably the biggest is going to be to a software services dominated company and brand.
Wow.
I think that's going to take a long time.
That's weird.
Right now, I would say we're kind of in the first inning of 9 in our transformation.
I'd say they're in like pre-show, not even first inning.
But the big change is definitely going to be the software talent and know-how. Really enabling a whole...
Basically saying EV and not gas is happening, which we already kind of know.
Will be the biggest and potentially the most difficult for the organization.
How are your C-suite colleagues? You have a full team there. The CFO and the CMO, for example. How do they play unique roles?
He's just saying they're trying to do EV, but it's hard.
Both the CFO and the CMO are new in the management team.
Oh dear.
That's a good thing. The chief marketing officer, Susie, we really wanted someone who had a deep service experience. The best metaphor for the transformation of our industry is probably mobile. And so a marketer who really knows services and that loyalty play is very important to me. So I think we have the right team, but it's very different skills.
You've been a fantastic partner to Google, and
He looks like that one actor that I don't even know who it is, but I think he's in not Elysium, but like the Westworld.
Thank you so much.
He was like a bad guy in Westworld or something. Looks just like him. Had like a scar on his face.
Joining us from around the world. I'm Celine Song, Vice President of Google Customer Solutions.
That's an awesome name, Celine Song. That's sweet.
Thousands of businesses to help them succeed online. And this past year, our partnership has taken on.
That's so cool. What a name.
As COVID-19 disrupted consumer behavior, we worked through these shifts with our advertisers and innovated together. As we
She is kind of dressed like her apartment.
Today, we'll dive
her
into a
necklace
business
matches her lamp.
agile culture and digital infrastructure to succeed.
It's good. I mean, it looks good. I'm just saying. It's just kind of funny.
28% worldwide, as shoppers can no longer touch, feel, and directly experience products.
It's true. Very sad.
Health Beauty quickly pivoted and found new ways to
I think Health Beauty kicked butt in some ways with that.
We're thrilled to be joined by CMO of Health Beauty and
Alicia
President of
Keys.
Corey Marchisotto, and award-winning artist and
Aw, Alicia Keys is a little nervous. That's cute.
Thank you both for being here today.
She's like an international superstar, but you can tell she's a little nervous. That's cute.
Corey, you lovingly refer to
She's
Elf
like,
as the OG digital disruptor, and it's probably enabled you to do things during the pandemic that a lot of people thought was impossible. To what do you attribute your team's success and ability to pivot so quickly?
To crystallize this for you, let me boil it down to 4 fundamental elements that I would call our rocket fuel. The first is we water the roots of digital disruption.
Rocket fuel.
Every single day. ELF was born to disrupt. It's in our DNA. We've been making the impossible possible for over 16 years.
Elf, yeah, Elf's a decent brand, I think. It's good.
Create the cultural conditions necessary.
Wow, she's like, where is she? The future?
And that starts with a mindset.
She looks like she's in a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, like, futurescape. That table is ridiculous.
We have a renegade spirit, we have a bias for action, we have a team
Oh,
of superheroes on board a rocket ship that are agile and always ready to pivot. And probably the thing I love most about ELF is we're big enough to do great things, but small enough to be nimble. The third thing is we have our ear to the ground.
That's a good quote.
Relentless focus.
She got a good copy.
Of our community. We're committed to not only listening, but fostering deep relationships and making sure that all of our action plans are built on the backs of consumer insights. And the fourth, and probably the biggest sun that radiates the most warmth in our sky, is that we put purpose at the center of everything we do. ELF is a bold disruptor with a kind heart. We're committed every day to inclusive, accessible, and cruelty-free use.
Yay, cruelty-free. Good job.
Disruption, innovation,
I guess I forgot Elf was cruelty-free. That's good stuff.
and purpose-driven at the center that really allowed us to thrive before the pandemic and to enter the pandemic from a position of strength. Now, if you couple that with Alicia's spirit, her essence, and her vibe,
Vibe.
the rocket fuel that allowed us to
Her
create
vibe.
and launch Key Soul Care during the pandemic.
Alicia, even with ELF's partnership, building a
Cool.
brand from scratch is just no small feat, especially in an industry
It's big feet.
that's 100
Very big. It's a hobbit feet.
What motivated you to start Key Soul Care, and what were you hoping to bring to this established industry?
This concept of soul care, you know, having this idea that we have nail care and hair care and air care and skin care, and we have all these cares, but there's never been any talk about soul care. And the day that we landed on that, we just knew that it resonated so beautifully. And this idea of connecting with rituals and things that you can do for yourself on a daily basis, and then these offerings that we have are the vehicle from which you can be reminded to choose yourself. So to do that in such a short period of time,
Choose yourself. Is that James Altucher thing?
that wouldn't have happened if I didn't have ELF as a partner. Under a year is almost like I don't think that's, I might not have ever been done, and that's not because it was done without care and thought. It's because there was so much connected perspective and kindredness and purpose and ideals that were shared that we were.
Okay, well, I'm kind of bored.
That is incredible to hear and so inspiring. Corey, you are known for your out-of-the-box thinking, and Alicia, you are an artist at heart. How do you ensure that your creative vision really comes to life in a digital world?
The starting point is never digital. After you understand what is the human experience and what problem are we trying to solve, then we use technology to power that human experience, but never lose sight of the fact that it starts always and at the center, radiating the human experience. And if you think about one of our most incredible launch moments and really the launch pad, it was the Key Soul Care Lounge. And that's where we used the power of technology to create this human immersion and this deep dive into the essence and into the soul of Key Soul Care.
When the whole pandemic started, I remember a friend called me and said, Alicia, I know you really like in person. You know, I know you like to do your shows and you like to see people in their face, and I know you like to be right there with everybody, but I just want you to know that don't be shy of the digital space because it's going to be really special for you. And at the time I was a little shy. I was a little bit like, but how does it come off? And I did start to open up to this digital relationship. I think that brought us together in a great way as the great disruptors that ELF always has.
And it helps that she's gorgeous.
And me coming into my own in that world and being able to
And
do
famous.
it together felt supernatural, and it was right on time.
The pandemic has led to a number of unexpected changes, but the reality is that change is constant. Corey, how is the work that you've done this year going to inform your marketing strategy moving forward?
I'm going to boil it down into something that is super simple and really obvious and easy to say, but maybe not so easy to do. Double down on the stuff that's working and let go of the stuff that isn't. Just let it go. Just let it go. So if I think about the stuff that's working that we're going to continue to double down on, the first is create real value for our growing communities. And we're going to continue to use technology to power the human experience. And as there are more tools available, we'll continue to harness them to add value to people's lives and their journeys and to help them along their path.
She's good. I can see why she's paid a lot of money.
You have said is really
very good communicator
for us, and obviously for ELF, is this community and continuing to do what feels authentic to the community and resonates with community. I just love the camaraderie and the desire to really allow it to be everybody's journey, you know, and that is what I think is special. So it doesn't just get stuck on one person. It's our journey.
All right, to close, I'd like to ask you both to look forward. Based on what you've learned over the past year, what is your top tip for brand leaders as they navigate into the future?
My top tip is just be honest. You know what I mean? Be genuine, be for real. Like I know just a human being, I can tell when people are selling me stuff. Yeah. I don't want to be sold to. I don't want to be marketed to. I don't want to be told what to like. I don't want to be told what to do. I want it to feel like people are really conscious of what's going on around them, what's happening to all of us, where we all are in our, growth. All of us, because I think that's something we've been able to see this year so well.
That's good advice.
We actually had a collective growth spurt. And so I would say that's the best way to connect. And that's the best way to disrupt, because you're actually just doing the most important thing, which is like honesty. Like, who would have ever thought that honesty and truth could be at the forefront? And I feel like we're at that time now where that's what we're looking for.
You know, another perfect example of exactly why we call her our goddess in chief. So I'm going to boil it down to what I call the 3 C's. The 3 C's are curiosity, courage, and conviction. So why curiosity? You have to have a voracious appetite for listening and learning. Expand your horizons, and most importantly, spend most of your time with what you don't know. Second is courage. Be bold enough to think without borders, without boundaries. The first day we met Alicia, she challenged us to reach for the highest vision. That's a very powerful mission. Reach for the highest vision. And that means see beyond yourself, see beyond your role, see beyond your industry. Find the magic that happens at the intersection. And if you spend most of your time outside of your comfort zone, you're going to find yourself blazing new trails. And the third part is conviction. Why conviction, right? Because you could have curiosity and learn all these great things and courage to carry them forward. But if you don't have conviction, you won't be able to carry it all the way through to the end. Because the path from idea to execution, it's not linear. It is not linear. It is long, it is winding, it's filled with roadblocks and hurdles and speed bumps. So to carry your idea and action plan, you have to have a relentless conviction, and don't let anyone dim your light or tell you you can't. And if they tell you you can't, let that be the fuel that you need to show them that you can.
Yes, love that. Period.
Mic drop. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Angela Corton, and I'm the Vice President of YouTube Brand Marketing. You've heard from our product experts and top customers today. As we conclude, we wanted to create a space for an equally important discussion around uncomfortable conversations. 2020 was a year that forced the world to reckon with the structural and systemic racism that communities of color have experienced over generations. More recently, we've seen a rise in anti-Asian violence across the US as well. In response, Google searched for answers within its own walls and announced several company-wide commitments to racial equity, which included increasing representation and retention of members of the Black community and establishing a range of anti-racism educational programs. That's why I'm thrilled to be moderating today's discussion with Emmanuel Acho to speak to the importance of open and uncomfortable conversations and how brands can be ready to show up authentically for employees and customers. Now, you may know Emmanuel from his YouTube channel, where he is the host and producer of Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, more recently as the host of The Bachelor's After the Final Rose ceremony, or from his 4 years as a linebacker in the NFL, where he played for the Cleveland Browns, Philadelphia Eagles, and New York Giants. Emmanuel, thanks for joining us today. I'm excited to be speaking with a fellow Texan and someone who's been part of two of my favorite franchises, the NFL and The Bachelor. I know I just gave a very quick overview, but you've had a storied career, and I'd like to hear about your journey from the NFL to YouTube to where you are now.
Well, Angela, here's the first question. What franchise do you more prefer, the NFL or The Bachelor?
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, so I'm going to say the NFL through and through.
I love it. I played in the National Football League. But before that, because that's truly irrelevant without what came prior, I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I went to an affluent, all-boys, predominantly white college preparatory school. And then you play college football in Texas, and then you go on to play in the NFL. So, Angela, my upbringing, it had me immersed in white culture in middle school and high school, but then also immersed in Black culture, playing in the NFL, which is roughly 77 to 75% Black. Why is that relevant? Why does that matter? Because I was first generation American. My parents born in Nigeria, so they came to America with a blank canvas as far as all these conversations regarding race. And then I had white culture painted on to my mind, being immersed in this predominantly white school. Then Black culture painted on to the canvas of my mind. And so now I'm kind of fully literate, if you will, in Black culture and white culture, all the while being Nigerian cultured, meaning I'm listening to Nigerian music growing up, eating Nigerian foods, etc. And then Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man begins and it emerges. Angela, so many people ask me, Emmanuel, what was your inspiration behind Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man? And I very somberly respond, there wasn't an inspiration, there was a devastation. I was devastated to creating Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. After the murder of George Floyd, literally a year ago, I was like, what do I do? I was weeping in my house in Austin, Texas, didn't know if I should scream, if I should cry, if I should vent. I didn't know what to do. And Angela, I realized my voice is my sword. We rented an all-white room space, and I sat in a chair for 9 minutes, 27 seconds, like I'm sitting in this chair, looking dead into the center of this camera, and I just poured out my heart. And within 5 days, we had like 25 million views, and the rest was history.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I've actually spent time on your channel, and I was struck by the first episode, which was really so heartfelt. And then you took on two other Texans for episodes 2 and 3 to talk about these conversations. So, honestly, I'm so glad you found a home on YouTube where you can bring these stories to our platform and our community.
Yeah, Angela, I've realized that, well, one, there's so many incredible mediums in which we can reach this world. And I don't like complaining about an issue if I'm doing nothing to fix it. And so I realized, wait a second, YouTube has been an incredible medium by which I can amplify content, true, genuine content, by which I can amplify empathy. The only way you can achieve empathy is through understanding. And the fact of the matter is, so many people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, it's such a great point because, if you think about our audience today, you've got a bunch of storytellers who are in the business of ads and marketing. And, I think about what do you think about when you craft a great story? And maybe it is intention. What do you do to make them powerful? And obviously, where do you think storytellers go wrong?
I clap for really good questions. Where storytellers go wrong is that they all look at the same thing through one vantage point. So they're only telling the story through their own lens. And storytellers have to do a better job of saying, hey, how do you see this? Hey, how do you see this? Hey, how do you see this? And trying to fully encapsulate the totality of the story. If you're talking about any story, there's my truth, there's Angela's truth, and there's the truth. There's typically 3 sides to every story. So when you're trying to tell a story, how I've done it with Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black man, I know the Black perspective because I am Black. I understand the white perspective because I have been immersed in white culture. So storytellers, if you aren't yourself immersed in variety, immersed in versatility, then make sure you have a team around you that is immersed in that. So what can storytellers do? Diversify the lenses from which they tell the story and make sure the height of the story is potent.
Oh, I love that. You know, switching gears a little bit and maybe taking on a more serious tone to what you've been delivering since you were moved by George Floyd's murder. You know, last month we saw justice was delivered by the courts in Minneapolis over his murder. This week was the 1-year anniversary of his tragic loss of life. The conversation that moment sparked about systemic racism, inequity, and racial violence has had a worldwide significance. We've also seen an acceleration of commitments from companies when it comes to advancing racial justice. As someone that has worked across multiple industries, what guidance would you give brands trying to find their authentic voice in this space for their customers and their employees?
Well, let's go back a month in time if we can. I vividly remember hearing a quote after that trial, and it said that justice implies true restoration. What we saw with the decision after the George Floyd murder was accountability. Right. Now, accountability is a first step toward justice, but justice implies true restoration, which we can't get, particularly in the tragedy of George Floyd. However, accountability is that first step. As for non-performative actions, we have to be very, very, very cognizant of our why. When I first got on the phone with Oprah after the first episode of Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, Angela, she calls me. She's sitting in her kitchen and she asked me this one question, which I will ask you, Angela, but it's really for every company to ask themselves. She said this: what is your intention? I said, Oprah, my intention is to change the world, and I truly believe that I can. So what I will implore every company to do is ask yourself, what is your intention? If we navigate life without intentions, then we will navigate a meaningless life. If we navigate business without intentions, then we will navigate a meaningless
improve
business.
the lives of small businesses.
It's easy to be
communities.
successful.
That's mine.
It is hard to be significant. So I just ask every individual and every company to challenge themselves before making a statement, before joining in the fight, before starting an initiative. Ask yourself, what is your intention? And choose significance over success when at all possible.
I really want to thank you, Emmanuel. I mean, it's. I guess it shouldn't be as rare that people are struck by something and then motivated to do something. And I'm really inspired by you. I'm like enlightened, and I love your program. I have watched it with my daughter. I feel like we're so blessed to have you on the platform. We're obviously so blessed to have you here and to experience, you know, your intention and your significance. And, you know, obviously for those of you who haven't seen his work on Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, I encourage you and urge you to check it out on his YouTube channel. Emmanuel, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, and I look forward to what you have yet to come. Thank you.
Angela, thank
Beautiful
you.
smile. Beautiful.
Thank you for joining us for Google Marketing Livestream. We're just getting started, so be sure to stay tuned for more sessions to help you be ready for what's next. And you can always learn more about today's announcements on the Google Ads blog and on Ads on Air.
No, I think it's over. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching the live stream. Hopefully that was interesting and good and all that stuff. I can't tell if they're doing more stuff or not.
Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us on the virtual Google marketing live stream. My name is Jason Spiro, and I lead global commercialization efforts for Google's performance advertising product. Things like search, display, and
I think I'm going to cut this off, though. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Hopefully that was, interesting and good. Really, in the beginning, there was a lot of interesting stuff and about privacy and how they're dealing with stuff with Apple and everything, with the changes with IDFA and all that. So think about this. Hopefully it was good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope that it was enjoyable. Like and subscribe to the channel, and hope that was good for you. All right. Bye, everybody.